5. What challenges do you face in implementing and using digital tools based on artificial intelligence? What challenges?
Well, it's different kind of resources. First of all, language resources, especially for smaller languages like Baltic languages, for instance, compared to the big ones. Then, of course, human resources as well, since we are, as a research laboratory, we are also competing with industry for the best people to do this stuff. And well, obviously, money is again is another resource and time, but still the main challenge, is always insufficient amount of data for a small language to create the same models of the same precision and capacity as it's available for other languages.
Okay. 6. Do the digital tools you use help you create new services? And its meaning is about like it's helping also some services for entrepreneurs and something like this. So do you think?
Yes, I think that this is very much related to the previous question about and my answer about this, the optimization of workflows. And at the end, what we create essentially is not the end product, not the end services, but more like those APIs, the intermediate services that you can then combine together to create the actual products and the actual services, what this or that industry needs.
Okay, thank you. Almost last. The 7. How would you rate the effectiveness of AI-based digital tools in your organization? There are 5.
From 1 to 5.
From 1 to
5 is very effective and 1 is obviously ineffective.
Well, again, this depends very much on the problem. If it's a very specific and narrow problem, then you can reach high precision. If it's a very general problem, like media monitoring, for instance, this is quite a general problem, since the language that you have to deal with is very general and diverse. And then language understanding in this domain might not be that precise as, for instance, in medicine, where you have a very controlled language, very specific language, and you can achieve better precision for those very specific domains. But if it's a general domain, then there are a lot of issues because of ambiguity of the language.
And the last question, number 8, is about
AI trends in the near future. Maybe you can fantasize a little bit. 5 years, 10 years, 20.
Well, the latest results are so impressive that actually it's most likely difficult to imagine something new. Or the image generation, the text generation. This has become so great lately and so realistic that you can't often tell apart which is automatically generated content and which is human created content. And maybe this is not necessary if the technology is not intended for inappropriate means and aims. For instance, generation of fake news. Then you have to detect the difference. But otherwise, if a language model helps you create in a more productive way, sport news from data or economic news from Excel sheets, well, then it's okay. And also to create some illustrative material if you do not have a photography of that event. Otherwise, well, there is still a big challenge, and maybe, I don't know if it will be someday solved or not, but currently all those AI models, they are trained to solve a specific problem. even if that problem is quite wide, like those language models like GPT, for instance. But anyway, well, they can generate a text, for instance, or they can generate an image and so on, or find some facts and extract some information, some specific information and so on. But a general challenge would be for AI to come up with its own problems and well, to decide that, well, okay, I have been all this year I have been just generating texts, why not I learn to do something else? But those models cannot decide and to train themselves for a new problem. They have been trained once for one problem, and then they are just well, deployed and run, and they are doing just this one problem. But if those models will someday learn to come up with new problems and to learn, train themselves for those new problems, well, then maybe, yeah, then well, maybe this Space Odyssey 2001 will be in effect.
Okay, maybe just some, if you're speaking about concerning tourism future, and maybe you just have some additional ideas about especially tourism future.
Where the AI can go.
Well, I think nowadays we use already AI a lot. For instance, when we are traveling to a country where people speak in a language that you do not speak, then well, machine translation most likely is the first thing that you can use. But not only text to text, nowadays you can also use speech to speech translation. Then you can just say what you want to translate, and then this is translated, and an audio is being generated so that the other person can hear it, not read it. And such tools, yes, I think they are obvious nowadays. Well, of course, then many other tools like image recognition. Well, you can point your mobile phone to an object, to an Eiffel Tower, and it will generate a description of that, and so on. So.
Thank you. Did they ask your name and surname? Please.
No. Well, my name is Normunds Gruzitis.
Thank you so much.
That's about it. Thank you.